What is up, guys, and welcome to a new video review. Today I'm super excited because we will be reviewing a figure, or rather a character, that is extremely sought after in the Dragon Ball SH figure arts and figure community as a whole, and that is none other than Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. Now, you may not be able to see him right now. He's in his shipper, so we're going to open it up live on camera. But as you can see, just wanted to show you guys what you should expect if you do purchase this figure. This is the Demoniacal fit release of the SH, or rather the Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. Again, they call it Savage Duo for obvious reasons, given that Demoniacal fit doesn't actually have the trademark to release Dragon Ball items, so they have to make up these names. But it makes sense, Savage Duo, Vegeta, Goku, Fusion. But without further ado, I already cracked open the seal here with my handy dandy pocket knife. So sliding this guy out of his cardboard prison. Immediately, we're greeted by that super vibrant red color there. I'm gonna have to shake him out a bit. And alrighty, guys. Oh my goodness, guys, this guy looks spectacular. Something I do love about Demoniacal Fit is they always make their packaging pop. Whereas a lot of these other third-party companies package their items with various animal heads to avoid, I guess, running the risk of getting shut down by SH Figure Arts. Demoniacal Fit really just does not care. And their packaging is very reminiscent of SH Figure Arts event-exclusive packaging. But enough yapping. Taking a look at the front of this, I mean, immediately taking a little peek here at the figure through the plastic panel. He looks fantastic. Got a really nice silhouette here of Gogeta. Savage Duo written down here. On the side, we got Gogeta doing what seems to be his big bang final flash attack, whatever it may be. I forgot what that ultimate is. Then on the back, we have a little collage here showing off the figures with its accessories. One of my favorite things there is that confetti Kamehameha. Looks gorgeous. On the side, Savage Duo. But yeah, that's about it. So let's bust this guy out of the packaging. So as soon as you take this guy out of the box, you're going to be greeted with two clamshells. The first being the figure itself with an array of face plates and accessories. Looking pretty cool. Then we're going to be greeted with this clamshell that includes his crossed arms. That's super cool effect piece. The confetti Kamehameha. And what I'm most excited for, the fusion figures for Super Saiyan 4, Goku, and Vegeta. So you're going to have to own either the SH Figure Arts or the Demoniacal Fit re-release of the Super Saiyan 4 Goku and the SH Figure Arts Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. I believe that Vegeta's only been released by SH Figure Arts. Both of those retail for around the $70 price range, which isn't too bad, but just wanted to forewarn you. And I think once you own this figure, you're going to want to get those because they're going to look so good side by side, which, yes, I will show you that in a moment. But let's get a live reaction here of what it looks like taking it out of the packaging. And oh my goodness, guys, it looks fantastic. One thing I can confidently say about Demoniacal Fit is every item you receive from them, you're never going to get disappointed. I've never once had a figure that's had poor QC or hasn't looked good. Now, immediately taking a look at the figure, I really do like the colorway here. I know one of the complaints about this guy is that his fur may be too dark. I think it looks amazing. I mean, putting it side by side here to the reference material, I mean, you guys can just see the resemblance yourself. It looks amazing. I am a very big fan of the colors. I prefer when a figure kind of has like that matte finish, so I'm really happy they did that here with the red hair. Looks gorgeous. Taking a 360 look, as you guys can see, the figure looks fantastic. It seems like they reused from the waist below some of their older Gogeta releases, which I'll show you in a moment. But again, I think it looks great. Before we go too in-depth to the figure itself, I want to take a quick look at all the accessories it comes with. First thing being the face sculpts. First one here being this really nice, grinning, smirking face. The next being this screaming face here. An essential to any figure. And this really happy, almost like a joyful face. And then last but not least, the one that I'm probably going to display him with, this super badass smirking face. I think they did a great job with the eyeliner as well. And of course, the one that he's currently has on, which is just a normal neutral face, which also looks fantastic. As for the hand pieces, I mean, it's just the typical array of pieces. You got the open palms here. I'm trying to see if I can get it to focus on camera, but the open palms here with a slight crease of the finger. And then you have the open palms that are a little bit more spread out with the fingers. So that's the look. And all the hands have this little piece of hair here. So that looks pretty good. Then you have these, I like to call them the martial art hands. You got this hand right here, the instant transmission, as well as this pointer finger, which is pretty cool. Not a lot of figures come with this. Then you got two of these palmed hands, open palmed hands, but with pegs that you can plug in. I'm assuming you can plug this into this effect piece here, which we'll look at in a moment. Then you have him doing like the, hey, come over here, like pose here. As you can see, that's actually what's on the box art. So that looks pretty cool. See if it can focus. Jeez, sorry guys. And then lastly, another instant transmission hand that I had initially missed. So that's nice. It comes with instant transmission hands for both fingers. All right, so moving on to the accessories that I think are super interesting. First, we got this really, really cool effect piece here for Gogeta's Ultimate. As you can see, you just have this clear panel stand here with a little sliver, as well as this tab sticking out. You just slide it in there. And voila, and I think it does a pretty good job of balancing. It also comes with this very nice crossed arms here. I really, really like that. I think that's sculpted pretty well. It comes with this here, a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful effect piece of this like fake out confetti Kamehameha. That looks gorgeous. So as you can see, looks really, really nice. And then last but not least, we have two sets of hands, or rather one set of hands for Goku Super Saiyan 4 and Vegeta Super Saiyan 4, which we'll showcase in a moment. But that just about sums up all the accessories that this guy comes with. So let's take a closer look at the legend, Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. Taking a look at Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, I also took out his two other counterparts released by Demoniacal Fit, Super Saiyan Blue Gogeta and Super Saiyan Gogeta from the Janemba movie. But taking a look at this guy, you can immediately tell that he kind of has the same lower half from the waist below. He's kind of a reuse. It seems to be almost an identical reuse of this Gogeta here. They actually did change it a little bit. These pants are a little skinnier and these are a bit baggier. So from the knee down, as you can see, these are clearly a bit baggier. The blue on this Gogeta too seems to be a little bit more vibrant and brighter than this. And then comparing it to the Super Saiyan Blue from the Broly movie, as you can see, there's a pretty clear difference here as well, with the pants being a bit baggier on Super Saiyan 4 and the blue obviously being a bit darker, where this one is like a bit of a more turquoise aqua blue. And then the vest seems to be entirely reused across the three. This guy, the Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta here, is a bit wider than the rest. It's a bit bulkier. So as a result, the vest is a bit wider. Now, some people don't like this. I love this. I like how the vest is split into three different parts, with the main vest here, the mid vest, and then the shoulders. The reason why is it prevents the risk of the vest wearing and tearing over time. Whereas Kamino 1, a notorious rival, and I say notorious slightly because I love their products. I have a bunch of Kamino 1s, or Kamioans, or Kami 1s. I don't know how you pronounce it. I have a bunch of their figures because they were, previously known as Taunts and Art. Got their Kid Buu and their Trunks, whatever. But anyways, they released the vest all as one piece, whereas this one's separated. And the reason why that's a risk is because it kind of begins to crease and wear over time, and it could possibly break the figure. So I like how Demoniacal Fit addressed that. As for the articulation, it's going to be the standard articulation you'd expect in any 3.0 body. I mean, you have the full ball joint of the head as well as the ball joint at the neck where it meets the torso. You have the butterfly ball joint here at the shoulders. You have the swivel at the top of the bicep there. Double hinged elbow, ball joint wrist, ball joint on the torso abdomen there. Also another ball joint at the waist. And then the typical 3.0 knee joints here, which honestly, I wish SH Figure spent some more time with these knee joints before moving on to the 4.0 so quickly. Although I do think that the 4.0 are the best because they really minimize any gaps and stuff, still, I think the 3.0s are really nice. So anyways, got that swivel there at the thigh, as well as the ball joint that pretty much allows you to have 360 degrees of, articulation there at the hip. Double jointed knees. Got a bit of a ball joint there at the ankle, as well as a hinge at the toes. So you can put this guy in all sorts of poses. But, guys, pretty straightforward. What you see is what you get. I mean, it's Demoniacal Fit, guys. They've never really let me down. And other than them releasing renders that never drop, which they're actually doing pretty good with, because a lot of their renders they've dropped except for Future Gohan. But yeah, Demoniacal Fit is very reliable with their figures. So they have great QC, rarely any issues. So I definitely recommend this. But before we wrap up, I did promise you guys something. And here we have the Super Saiyan 4 Goku and Vegeta SH Figure Arts release, alongside the Demoniacal Fit Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. And guys, can I say, I mean, you can see it for yourself. This looks fantastic. I think that Demoniacal Fit did a great job of color matching the fur on these pointer fusion fingers with the fur of the figures. I mean, it looks fantastic. And I'm almost positive that Goku and Gogeta, well, they're not the same. As you can see, they have some differences in the hair, but I almost thought that they were like, or rather that this hair was like a repaint. This Gogeta hair was a repaint of this Goku hair, but as you can see, they have some variation, I think, with the spikes. So, but anyways, it looks fantastic. And then same thing with the Vegeta. I mean, this Vegeta doesn't really have his hair or fur showing as he's wearing gloves, but still, it looks fantastic. So having these side by side with the Gogeta really does complete the display. So definitely recommend it. Alrighty, guys. So my final overall rating for this figure is going to be a very strong 10 out of 10. Wow. Honestly, I don't see any flaws with this figure. It looks fantastic. It scales very well with its official counterparts. I mean, it comes with an abundance of accessories, from giant effect pieces to alternate hands that you can utilize on the actual SH Figure Art figures. I mean, this figure is worth every single penny. So I definitely recommend picking it up. I'll leave a link down below of where I purchased mine. But this figure is currently out in shipping, so go and get it, guys. This is honestly the ultimate, and in my opinion, the definitive Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. But with that being said, thank you guys so much for watching. Stay tuned for future content and reviews, and peace!